Good morning student, my name is Shomik Hajra and today we are going to discuss about an important topic from your class 11 NCERT book from the chapter Biological Classification, which is fungi. Before we are discuss about fungi, let's revise our previous concepts about the classification of the biological organisms. So in the year 1969, scientist R. H. Whitaker have classified the organisms into five elaborate groups, which are Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae, and Animalia. And this classification was based upon certain characteristics that are cell structure, body organization, or we may call thallus organization, mode of nutrition, either they are autotrophic or heterotrophic. If they are heterotrophic, if they are holozoic, or they are saprophytic, or they are parasitic, or they are symbiotic. These are different modes of nutrition. And mode of reproduction. Yes, reproduction is a very important characteristics. An organism may reproduce vegetatively, asexually, or sexually. And lastly, he has taken into consideration the phylogenetic relationship. Phylogenetic relationships. Okay, so in Monera, we will find all the unicellular prokaryotic organism. All the unicellular prokaryotic organism. And in Protista, we will find all the unicellular but eukaryotic organism. All the unicellular but eukaryotic organism. And in fungi, we will find eukaryotic and multicellular organisms. Okay, now let's come to our today's topic of discussion, fungi. Okay, so we have observed fungi in different places. Where we can observe fungi? We can observe fungi in moist moist bread, or we can observe fungi in rotten fruit. Okay, and fungi can be pathogenic, or it can be beneficial. It can be beneficial. So in case of pathogenic fungus, we can remind ringworm. Ringworm, huh? It developed in our skin. Okay, so we observe red scaly patches, huh? With decolorized center, develop like this, huh? In our skin. Okay, then we can see in plants. In some plants we can see rust in wheat, huh? Powdery masses of spore like appearance. if these are the leaves of wheat, we can observe something like this on the wheat leaves. Okay, then we can see another example is white spot on mustard leaves. These are the pathogenic fungus. These are the pathogenic fungus. These are the harmful fungus. It cause disease in human or in plants. In any, okay. Now fungi can be beneficial to humankind. How? We know about yeast. Okay, yeast. Yeast can be used in brewing industry, which is called brewer's yeast. Brewer's yeast. Okay, it can be employed in baker industry, which is called baker's yeast, for making cake, for making bread. It can be used in baker industry. Okay, we can eat mushroom. We know mushroom. These are the mushrooms. Huh? We can eat button mushroom, button mushroom. Okay, and another important thing that we can get from fungi is antibiotic. In the year 1928, Sir Alexander Fleming have had discovered penicillin from Penicillium notatum. Okay, this penicillin is a first discovered antibiotic which can kill bacteria by uh, inhibiting the cross-linking between the cell wall polysaccharides. Okay, it is an beta-lactam antibiotic. It is an beta-lactam antibiotic. Okay, now these are different type of fungi we can observe in our daily life. So different type of fungus are found in moist bread, as I have told earlier, and in rotten fruit, in decaying wood. These are some the places we can easily observe fungi. So let's learn about some general characteristics about fungi. Some general characteristic about fungi. Okay, so what is the first characteristics? It is an eukaryotic organism. It is an eukaryotic organism. Eukaryotic means it has a definite nucleus and membraned bound cell organelles. Okay, now the second character is it is multicellular. It is multicellular, but with exception. What is the exception? Yes, you are correct. The exception is yeast. Saccharomyces, cerevisiae. It is an unicellular fungi. It is an unicellular fungi. Okay. And the third character is it has loose tissue level organization. Tissue level organization, not organ level organization. It has tissue level organization, loose tissue level organization. So in broad sense, general characteristics about fungi, it is as eukaryotic organism. It is multicellular in structure, but there is exception. Is the exception, which is an unicellular fungi, and it has loose tissue level of body organization. Loose tissue level of body organization. Loose tissue level of body organization. And there are different characteristics attributed to the fungi. We will learn about it in detail. So let's learn about habitat. Habitat. We can say fungi are fungi are cosmopolitan. Means fungi are present all over our environment. Fungi are present all over, in everywhere. But why we can see them? Because they are present in the form of spore. Fungal spore are everywhere. Where they will germinate, where they will find an warm and humid, warm and humid atmosphere, or warm and humid atmosphere. They will prefer warm and humid atmosphere. Okay, so why we keep our fruits or our vegetable in refrigerator? Because the refrigerator will keep the temperature very low and fungal spore cannot germinate. It is one of the utilization of refrigerator to make to keep the vegetables or fruits or foods fresh for longer period of time. Otherwise it can catch fungus. If you place a piece of bread in open environment, it will catch fungus within few days, because fungal spore will germinate on the bread, okay, or the fruit. But if we keep it in the refrigerator, the temperature will be low, temperature will be cold, and the moisture content will be regulated, so fungal spore cannot germinate. So our vegetable or fruit will be kept fresh for a longer period of time. Okay, and now we will say the habitat. Now it is about the habitat. Now we will learn about the structure. What is the structure? It is very important. Please listen to it carefully. What is the structure? So fungus is made, a fungal structure is made up of hyphae. Fungal structure is made up of hyphae. Okay, now we have to learn what is hyphae. 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 Hyphae is nothing but a filamentous, thread-like, slender, multicellular structure. Okay, so hyphae is nothing but a filamentous. This is a filamentous structure. Huh? Thread-like. This is thread-like structure. Slender, matlab thin, slender structure, and multicellular structure. Multicellular structure. Multicellular structure. Okay, so I have drawn two pictures. Of hyphae. Can you spot the difference between these two pictures? Yes, you are right. In one of them, septa is present between the nucleus. Septa are present between the nucleus, and in one of them, septa are absent. So these are called aseptate, septate hyphae. These are called accepted hyphae, and A matlab absent. Septa is absent, and this will be cynocytic in nature. This will be cynocytic in nature. Cynocytic in nature. Multiple nucleus without septa, and these are septate hyphae. These are septate hyphae. These are septate hyphae. Okay, but you will say, sir, we don't found this structure when we see on the moist rotten fruit. We will observe this type of structure. We will observe this type of structure on the, if this is the bread, we will find, if this is the bread, we will found this type of aggregation of threads, and these are called mycelium. So what are mycelium? Myceliums are myceliums are aggregation of fungal hyphae. Aggregation of fungal hyphae, and fungus are present in this mycelial form. The hyphae will form an aggregation. Hyphae will form a net-like structure, and which is called the mycelium. Okay. So sometime. So if this sometime, this is the organic matter upon which mycelium grow. So generally, mycelium grow horizontally over the surface of the organic matter. Okay, this organic matter could be your skin. Okay, can be dead leaf, can be wooden log, can be feces of animals, anything it can be. But sometime the fungal can, the mycelium can grow vertically. The mycelium can grow vertically. This aerial mycelium, this aerial mycelium is called fruiting body. What is the importance of fruiting body? This fruiting body will develop spore. We will learn about it when we will discuss the reproduction. So please keep in mind, generally fungus grow horizontally over the surface to absorb the nutrient from the organic matter, and sometime the mycelium go vertically, and they produce aerial mycelium, which is called fruiting body. This fruiting body will produce spore. When reproduction is needed. Okay, so let's learn about some minute structural details that are given in your NCERT book. So if this is a fungal hyphae, septate fungal hyphae. The fungus have chitin in their cell wall. Okay, what does plants have in their cell wall? Yes, you are right, cellulose, and plant store food as starch. Plant store food in the form of starch, but fungus store food store food store food in the form of glycogen, and it has a definite nucleus. It has an definite nucleus. Okay, definite nucleus. Now let's learn about the different method of nutrition. Different method of nutrition. Different method of nutrition. Okay, so keep it in mind the fungi are always heterotrophic in nature. Always heterotrophic in nature. Heterotrophic means it consume organic matter. It consume ready-made organic matter. It cannot produce organic matter within itself like autotrophs, like plants, like some algae. Okay, but they will consume organic matter, ready-made organic matter. Okay, they cannot produce their or synthesize their own food. So fungus have three type of heterotrophic nutrition. Has three type of heterotrophic nutrition. The first one is saprotrophic, saprophytic. Okay, saprophytic. And second one is parasitic, parasitic. Okay, and the third one is symbiosis. Third one is symbiosis. Let's discuss it about one by one. So saprophytic mode of nutrition. Saprophytic mode of nutrition. What happens during saprophytic mode of nutrition? And saprophytic mode of nutrition will be on dead organic matter. Dead organic matter. What are dead organic matter? That fallen leaf can be dead organic matter. Okay, dead body of animal, dead body of animal. Okay, pieces of animal. Okay, wooden. Okay, and these types of things are dead organic matter. These types of things, if it develop on your skin, is it saprophytic? No, your skin is living matter, living organic matter. But saprophytic mode of nutrition will be on dead organic matter. Will be on dead organic matter. Okay, so let's learn what happened in this case. If this is an leaf, this is an leaf, fallen leaf fallen off from a tree. Okay, so there are fungal hyphae grow in it. Some fungal hyphae grow on it. Okay, what it will do? What it will do? It will it will excrete. It will excrete. It will excrete some enzyme. It will excrete some enzymes. Enzymes. What will the enzyme do? Enzyme will convert the organic matter into water soluble simple organic compound. Okay, water soluble simple organic compound. Then this simple organic compound will be taken by fungi as food. Okay, so what is happening here, that if this is an dead organic matter, the fungal hyphae will secrete digestive enzyme outside upon the dead organic matter. Now this dead organic matter will convert it into, will be digested, it will be right word, digested into water soluble simple organic matter. And this water soluble simple organic matter will be taken up by the fungal hyphae will be taken up by the fungal hyphae. So where the digestion is happening? Outside the cell. Where the digestion is happening? Outside the cell. The digestive enzyme is working outside the cell. Is working outside the cell. So this type of digestion is called extracellular digestion. Is called extracellular digestion. As the process of digestion, the process of breaking down the complex organic matter into simple water soluble organic compound is occur outside the cell, is called extracellular digestion, as opposed to the holozoic nutrition of the animals. We take our food and the digestion is happened in intracellularly in our body. Okay, inside our body. Okay, so these are called extracellular digestion, as opposed to the holozoic nutrition of the animals. This is called saprophytic mode of nutrition. This is called saprophytic mode of nutrition. Please remember, it will occur on dead organic matter. It will always occur on dead organic matter. Now the parasitic. It will fungi will take nutrition from living plants or animals. Okay, there are different example of fungus which can be which will be an obligate parasite, without being in parasitic relationship with its host, it cannot survive. So there are different example of obligate parasitism in fungi. Okay, and we can see different member of Phycomycetes. Are obligate parasite. Okay, Candida albicans are different examples of Candida albicans. Puccinia are different example of parasitic fungi. Okay, Puccinia, Candida albicans. Okay, now the third important mode of nutrition, which is symbiotic mode of nutrition. What is symbiotic mode of nutrition? Where both the organism are benefited. It is a relationship between different organisms where both the organisms are benefited. It is a plus plus situation. As opposed to the parasitism, which is a plus and minus situation. Okay, it is a plus plus situation. So two different types of symbiotic relationship have been observed in fungi. First one is lichen. What is lichen? Lichen is not an organism, but it is a symbiotic relationship between algae and fungi. So what happened? There are these types of fungi hypha is present. This type of fungus hyphae is present, and in between the fungus hyphae, some algal cells are present. These are the algal cells. Are present. So why is this association? What will the partner will do? The fungal partner which is a dominant partner. Okay, due to its large surface area, absorb water and mineral from the soil. Okay, and they give it to algae. This is the algae, and they give it to algae. Okay, now what will algae do? Algae, being autotrophic organism, use that water and mineral to synthesis to synthesize food, and they will give food, and some food will be given to the fungal partner. Okay, so algae will provide the food prepared from photosynthesis, and algae will provide food prepared from photosynthesis, and fungal partner due to its hyphal structure, large surface area, will absorb water and mineral from the soil, and this association between algae and fungi is called lichen. This is called lichen. Another important association is mycorrhiza. Okay, this is another of my mycorrhiza. What happened here? If this is a plant, okay, this is the root of the plant. Some fungal hyphae develop on the root of the plant. These are the fungal hyphae. Some fungal hyphae develop on the root of the plant because fungal hyphae will absorb water and mineral from soil, and the plants will develop food by photosynthesis, and they will give it to the fungal partner. And so this association can be found in gymnosperms, mycorrhizal in pinus, okay, in angiosperms like orchids. Okay, two types of I am just telling you for your knowledge that two types of mycorrhiza association can be found. One is ectomycorrhiza, another one is endomycorrhiza. When the fungal hyphae penetrate into the cortex of the root, this is the epidermis of the root. Okay, this is the epidermal layer of the root, this is the hypodermis layer of the root, and these are the cortex layer of the root. When fungal hyphae penetrate into the cortex layer of the root, this is called endomycorrhiza. But when the fungal hyphae not uh, penetrate into the cortex of the root but present outside of the root, and form a structure called Hartig's net. Okay, this is called ectomycorrhiza, and this is called endomycorrhiza. Most of the mycorrhizal association, about 80% of the plant shows endomycorrhizal condition, and 10 to 15% of the plants show ectomycorrhizal condition. Most of the plants show endomycorrhizal condition. Okay, now we'll go into the reproduction. Okay, we can see three type of reproduction. Fungi can reproduce by vegetative means, vegetative reproduction. Asexual reproduction, and sexual reproduction. Okay, by sexual reproduction. So let's first talk about vegetative reproduction. Okay, so first, by means the fungus can produce by means of vegetative reproduction through the technique called fragmentation. Fragmentation. So let's assume this is an fungal hyphae. Okay, by some means the fungal hyphae are broken into fragments like this. The fungal hyphae are broken into fragments like this. Okay, and this newly formed fragment can develop into and complete fungal hyphae and complete fungus developed into an complete fungus. Okay, so the first means of vegetative reproduction is fragmentation, where the hyphae can be broken into different fragments and each fragment is capable of developed into a new fungi, developed into a new complete fungi. Okay, and the second one is budding. Budding. Budding can be observed in the unicellular fungi, which is called yeast. Huh? In the torula phase of yeast, huh? In the torula phase of yeast, huh? We can see a bud developed. You can see a bud developed, and this bud is capable of giving bud. It will be separated from the parent body and will give rise to a new yeast. Okay, give rise to a new yeast. Okay, and sometime the second and the third option is fission. Where the fungus will divide into two cell. This is the fission. The fission is also can be observed in yeast. So the yeast which reproduced by budding is called budding yeast, and which reproduced by fission is called fission yeast. And the budding can be observed in the torula phase. In the torula phase of yeast. In the torula phase of yeast. Okay. Now come into the asexual reproduction. Let's come into the asexual reproduction. So, what is asexual reproduction? In asexual reproduction, no meiosis will happen. No gamete will form. No gamete will form. No fertilization. Asexual reproduction occur by means of asexual reproduction will occur. Asexual reproduction will occur spore. So what is spore? Spore is generally an unicellular structure and generally haploid in nature. Haploid in nature. So let's discuss about the asexual spore in detail. So the for algal plant body. So this is an algal hyphae. This is an algal hyphae. Okay. So algal hyphae or algal mycelium, and these are haploid in nature. These are haploid. Algal plant body is haploid. Okay, now I have told you earlier, sometime this algal mycelium will grow vertically and produce fruiting body and fruiting body. If the algal mycelium or algal hyphae is diploid in nature, so what will be the ploidy level of the fruiting body? Yes, absolutely right, it will be haploid. And from the fruiting body by mitosis, from the fruiting body by mitosis division of fruiting body, what will produce? By mitosis division of fruiting body, spores will be developed. This spore will germinate into new places. This spore will germinate into new place and give rise to the fungal hyphae or fungal mycelium. Give rise to the fungal hyphae or fungal mycelium, which is also haploid. So these are the asexual reproduction, while fungal haploid hyphae will give rise to the fruiting body. The fruiting body will mitotically divide and produce spore, the spore will germinate into a new place, spore will germinate into a new environment, in warm and humid environment, and develop fungal hyphae, fungal hyphae, okay. Hmm. Now, uh, fungal asexual spore can be of different type, which are it can be motile, or it can be non-motile. Okay, the motile spore have flagella in it, okay. That fungal spore will have flagella on it. This type of spore is called zoospore. Where we can observe it? We can observe it in aquatic fungi. You can observe it in aquatic fungi. Okay, and non-motile asexual spore is called aplanospore. These are non-motile uh, asexual non-motile asexual spore. Okay, so based on the basis of motility, we can divide fungal spore on the basis of motility. We can divide fungal spore into two structures, motile and non-motile, zoospore and aplanospore. Okay, now on the basis of development, we can further divide the asexual spore into endogenous spore or exogenous spore. Okay, so what is endogenous spore? So these are the fungal hyphae. It developed into fruiting body, and if the fruiting body is produced a covering structure and the spores are mitotically produced inside that covering structure, so these are called in endospore. These are called endogenous spore. ठीक. And if there is no such covering structure, and the spore are formed like this without any cover, these are called exogenous spore. This can be observed in Phycomycetes. ठीक है, and these exogenous spore can be conidiospore. It can be developed in ascomycetes. Okay, conidiospore, exomycetes. So these are different types of asexual spore. Different types of asexual spore. Now, sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction. So, what happened during sexual reproduction? There must be presence of gametes. There must be involvement of meiotic division, and there is fertilization or crossing over should be happen. So, during sexual reproduction, diploid hyphae, diploid hyphae, diploid fungal hyphae, which are 2n is developed. Diploid fungal hyphae is developed. So, from diploid fungal hyphae, diploid fruiting body is developed. So, this fruiting body is also 2n. Okay, now when the spore will form, spore has to be n. So, the spore will form by meiotic division. Spore will form by meiotic division. Such type of sexual spores are called meiospore. Such type of spore are called meiospore. Okay, this can be the example of this type of spore are ascospore, basidiospore. Okay, so we can observe that here if sexual reproduction has to be occur, the fruiting body has to be diploid. Then by meiotic division of the fruiting body, meiospore, the haploid spore will be generated. The example of are ascospore and basidiospore. So these are some preliminary concept about the fungi, and now we will enter into the details of different fungal group, which are Phycomycetes, Ascomycetes, Basidiomycetes and Deuteromycetes in our next class. Thank you very much for being an amazing student. Thank you.